This week in business, we're focusing in on affordability and payment plans that might deserve a second look. Financial commentator Pattie Lovett-Reid back with us this morning. First time on Your Morning Saskatchewan. Pattie, thank you for doing this.
And your attire hasn't changed. What is going on?
No,
I know what's going on.
I also don't age. We're coming close to the holiday season, Pattie.
Yes.
When do you know if a buy now, pay later program is good for you?
When there aren't fees, there are no interest charges, and you use a trusted provider. Thanks for that setup. Look, every year, come the holiday season, I see it happen, and people will rack up debt on their credit cards. I always talk about the financial hangover, and I think people are getting really savvy. But here's the deal, Daryl. What I have seen from Leger, a report, suggests 6 in 10 are feeling the financial stress, but 74% are going to have budgets. So if you're thinking of using something like PayPal Pay in 4, I like this because it's time sensitive. It's a payment option. It's not really a buy now, pay later because you've got to pay it off in 6 weeks. And the total amount that you can actually put into this type of payment is anywhere from $30 if you spend to $1,500 at the checkout. And so you could actually have those payments made before the holiday season. Families are going to look at their debt levels. They're going to spend. I know that. But what I'm trying to do is say, let's look at how we can use the financial tools that aren't going to cost us. And really, if there isn't interest and there aren't fees, I think it's worthy at looking at it.
Where do we start to get ourselves in trouble, Pattie?
Yeah, that's a fair question. I think the question is when you see the sales are coming up. We talk about Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and there's an obligation around the holiday season. I think people are getting creative, Daryl. I'm seeing a lot more do it yourself, group gifting, coupons, cash back. The point is there are a lot of options, and I think you've got to look at it from your family's perspective. You know that make the list, check it twice? Well, I think there's a lot of validity to it because it allows you to see really what you can afford to pay and do it in a time-sensitive way. Because quite often you can give the gift, say you're going to pay a year down the road and the gift is long forgotten, but the payment isn't and the interest charges aren't. So I'm hoping that people could just be a little more savvy this year.
And it starts with things like your aforementioned PayPal unit where we can space out our spending or just having the cash on hand to begin with, I guess.
Well, that would be good. And you know what? It is a form of doing that. Let's say you get a bonus at Christmas, but you see something on sale right now. Okay, so why not use this payment flexibility? It's a financial tool. And so how Pay in 4 works is all you need to do is make the first payment at checkout. And then over the next 6 weeks, every 2 weeks, they'll give you a reminder to say, hey, you owe this as well. This is offered literally around the globe. PayPal is structured, it's trusted. But the point is, I'm looking at it from the average Canadian perspective, and I want to make sure that Canadians explore all of their options so they don't go into debt, because this is a really difficult period right now for a lot of households. And who wants to pay interest and fees if you don't have to?
Pattie, we'll do this again in January when people start to get that New Year's credit card scare, and we need to find out what exactly to do about it. Pattie Lovett-Reid is the best in the business financial commentator.